As I go ahead and open our soundtrack site, who is going to give us a fine recap of what happened last time around?
Just so you know, that buzzing is coming back. Are you near another active microphone?
Mm, let me see. USB microphone. Testing 1, 2, 3. Is it any
Yeah.
better or the same?
Nope. That sounds fine. Just last time you're talking to it started to have a little bit of a buzz in the background, which made me wonder if you were near another sound device, causing like feedback.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know what could it be. Not seeing anything that right here that could cause an interference. But anyways,
Okay.
so about the recap, who is going to be this time?
Not it today. My brain is not highly engaged. I can do supporting role if needed.
Okay. I am going to be relating to you what had happened the last week. So we returned it home, and we were going to be getting ready to have the fancy dinner. And then the prince had called us to his quarters to speak in private, and him and saying that he hired a bard in Ingrid, so to write a um vows and poetry for the princess. And he was kind of embarrassed because he am not supposed to be doing that, but am supposed to make the words himself. But he is not having the confidence to think that he is able to string together words as nice as I can. So, um, unfortunately, though, the bard they did disappeared and is poof gone. So we also did find out that the prince is super obsessed with like heroic kings of the past and wants to make sure that his rule is not just good but like legendary. And I'm not thinking that he understands that the reason that those are legendary is because they were times of great trouble and therefore was not a very good time for the citizens. So
Good
we
point.
am thinking that perhaps there was a thief that came through the secret tunnel and the bottom of this castle, and no one else am knowing what Wretch is talking about because only Wretch be knowing about the secret entrance to the castle. So we went down to the sewers and I showed it the secret entrance, and then we went into the sewers and it was stinky and very mucky. And then we are talking to the cockroach king, and the cockroach king is being very nice. When he was not having much information for us, but said that there was a stabby man who was tracking us, and then the stabby man attacked us, and we were able to beat him. But he am teleporting away, and we are not to be knowing where he has gone. And that is what happened.
Okay. Anything? Anyone has anything else to add to the to recap?
We did give the bouquet to the princess's handmaiden to
Mm-hmm.
give to her. And we did report that the flowers were illusionary that she saw. They didn't seem to believe us, but okay.
Yeah. Okay. So nice. We are back on our track. ready to resume our adventure where we left off. So, we are back into this not so pleasant place underneath a huge capital, underneath the metropolis that is the city of Turvin. So you can imagine how the sewage system of such a large place can be not as pleasant to stay around. You have fought another one of these cutthroats, another one of these mercenaries sent apparently to hunt down specifically this group of yours. For Cash and for Wretch, it is not the first time. But before you manage to interrogate him or to do anything else, he escaped from your clutches, and you find yourselves in the same spot as you were. The Cockroach King apparently uh, fled the fight scene, and there's nothing else, no one else near that you can perceive at the moment. So, I ask now of you three, what did you do?
Um, Quick question above board. Is anybody else having an issue with Boundary, or is it just me right now?
Uh, Depending on the issue, I think I I
It
am.
doesn't, well, it took a long time to open, and then it was like character configuration, and I just had dots, like it didn't come all the way in.
Yeah, for me it was kind of slow to upload some things in, but
Okay,
nothing like that. So
all right,
It was slow for me also, but it did eventually all load. So maybe a refresh
okay.
is in store.
Yeah, I just closed it down, and I'm gonna try it again. So, all right, sorry.
okay, so you are all here. You start to take a breather after the intense and deadly fight. You look around trying to see if there's any wounds that needs patching up, and you are free to act outside of initiative order. So, what do you do?
I'll look at Cash and say, was he a friend of yours? Did you
Unfortunately,
recognize him?
no. Do not know who he is. But next time, he will be coming out alive.
Cash,
I can't hear you,
yeah,
Crash.
your voice is very low.
I am thinking that's because he is being more mysterious than usual. That he is pissed that the thing ran away and he did not get to do the punching in the face until it was bloody mess.
I I did not know who he was, but next time he will definitely not get away.
Really? Where do we go from here?
Well, if we keep going down the further where the assassin came from, if we keep going straight, we will. There is a entrance that takes us to the low town, kind of the poor people's area. Or we can go back to the castle, or we can look around other places. I'm not sure.
And what about that door over there? Have you been in it?
Yes, it was what you are calling a hideout for thieves, and there was a sword that did doing the glow. That was picked up by uh, mm, another friend of mine before he that abandoned me. But we can take another look inside if maybe there are other loots that have been dropped.
I will follow you.
Check it out.
Okay. Splish, 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 splish. Is the door being locked?
No,
Okay.
you can try to open.
No, that is not how I was raised. Mr. Donovan, or I was told it that the first thing that you do is you knock on the door and announce your presence.
We're not doing that, Reg.
Hello.
Not the place.
This is not the place to be doing the polite things.
No.
I
not
was told
when
that the
you're
polite things was
sneaky,
always.
sneaky, sneaky.
Oh, sneaky stuff. Okay, got you. All right.
Okay.
Oh,
So
wait.
what we doing, sneaky?
This is not the room I thought it was.
Yeah. The one you're remembering was down here.
Not there.
Yeah.
Oops. To be fair, it has been a long time, and this was before I had cake.
Passage. Goes into nothing.
Yeah. This one that you opened is merely another segment of the sewers. There's nothing to write home about, right? But you're remembering one that was didn't look like it belonged in the sewers. It felt like a much more well kept place that it was surely being used by some ulterior motives from the organized crime syndicates of the city.
Let me trying to backtrack and remember where it is.
Is there actually a crate there, or no?
Yes, there is.
I'll
Do you want-
rummage into it.
Okay.
I got Foundry now.
Nice. Cash, roll a d6 for us.
8d6? Oh man, I'm gonna get hurt here. Two.
Okay. You do actually find some strange bottles with all sorts of things. It looks like they are mostly alcoholic beverages, but you're not sure what type or quality it is. But amongst these bottles, you manage to find a tiny bottle with a liquid that pretty much resembles a health potion. Unless you want to do anything with the rest of it.
Is this just a solid room?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's go. Okay. Did you see where Rich went?
I do not.
He went this
That
way.
is better than anything, guys. I think I found the door that I was remembering where it was.
I will take the monster.
Sounds like he come from this way.
Yeah, guys, just to let everyone know, it's raining uh, pretty heavily here in my city, and I can hear the thunders cracking. So, if anything happens, I believe
Alright.
it has happened before, right?
There he is.
Here I am. I am over here.
Walk across the room. Would this take us to where the bird has supposedly disappeared?
I am not to be knowing. I think thinking this is the Scourge cache. Not cache as in cash, but cache as in cash. Um,
Yep.
I will show you. Yes. Oh, sorry, did not know it was occupied.
Rich, you you even you even take quite a surprise when you open the door and you see another reptilian-like creature, but one of normal size, a medium size, and
Excuse me, I am normal size for myself.
yeah, okay, humanoid sized. Um, but it's you're very quick to notice that it's not a kobold or similar, but is in fact a much more common type of species, which are the lizard folk. He, uh, as you opened the door, you could see that he was probably asleep. He was sitting on a chair, uh, with his legs on the table and his arms behind his head, uh, as someone who is simply relaxed or maybe waiting for something or someone. He was just standing there, but as you open the door, it's almost like an alarm to him. He immediately jumps up and corrects his posture. And I saw that you closed the door. Are you going to really close as soon as you open it, or are you just going to keep it open?
Well, yes, I mean, it was bad enough that I did not knock when I was going to come in, but now I've interrupted a nap, and that is not polite of me.
Okay, so in that case, he stands up and says, "What? Who goes there? Who interrupts uh, um, my vigilance?"
I will tug on Malika's skirt and say, I think he am talking to you.
We were sorry. We were here to see the cockroach king, and we must have gotten turned around as we were leaving. By chance, do you happen to know the way around the sewers?
Who are you asking? The guy?
The lizard folk, yeah.
Okay, because the door is closed and you're very far away. That's why I was.
Oh, I'm sorry. I. My bad.
No problem.
I just heard.
Yeah, your theater of the mind, being it.
Yeah.
He, as Wretch took a step back and closed the door, you can hear his footsteps. He walked up to the door, and now he is carrying a hand crossbow in his left hand. And he opens the door, pointing the crossbow to you. I never saw another lizard in these sewers. Who are you? Explain yourselves.
Oh, okay. And I will step up and stand up very straight, and I will extend my hand, and I will say, "Hello, I am Khalid Wretch."
You can see that he. You can sense the uncertainty. He starts to kind of tremble his arm, and eventually he stops pointing the thing at you, and he stretches his arm as well. Well, why didn't you say so earlier? Hello, I am called Leno.
It has been a pleasure to meet you. This is my friend Melika, and I have another friend who may be hiding, who is called Cash.
I will say. It is very nice to meet you. We are sorry for disturbing you. We did not mean to.
Oh, really? Then how did you end up here? It's not a place that you would
Okay.
simply find by accident, is it?
We. Wretch had brought me to the Cockroach King to introduce myself, to be friends, and we must have gotten turned around. By chance, are you very familiar with the sewers?
Well, it depends. The purpose. But I am. I happen to know a lot about it. But I don't share much of my knowledge with strangers.
I understand. I can see down here not taking everybody at face value. The sewers can be dangerous. Wretch, show him on the map where we were going, and maybe he can help us out.
Okay. This the map that I drew on a napkin, and we are having been found where we were going to go because we had. I think this is where we used to be. Yes, this was the place that was. This was the place that I was talking about, where there used to be, that we've discovered before. Uh, Maybe it being better to talk about what we are doing here, which is looking for a bard.
Yes.
A bard?
Yes.
In here? Why would a bard be here?
Not voluntarily. He is being stolen.
I see. Well, you do know that you are dealing with some weird and dangerous folk, right?
Yes.
Well, Yeah.
This is why I have Rich. He protects me.
As much as you are very compelling he and charismatic, he says that while looking to Reg. I can help you with that. I don't know if I'm sorry actually. I just can help you.
That is being okay because we would not want you to have to betray the confidences of your employer because that would be making you the bad employee. And sometimes when that is happening, there are punishments. But we are being at least kind of friends, so maybe we are not having to fight each other, yes?
I'll step out and say, yeah, people who tend to be slaves don't help others but themselves. Let us go. He's slave to somebody.
Gentlemen, why do you not think this man is self employed? Why do you think that he has an employer or he is a slave?
Because he can't seem to be able to think for himself. Let us leave. Close the door and walk out. Hide.
Okay, go ahead. I think that could be either a persuasion or even an intimidation check. Let's see how you handle yourselves.
I primarily handle myself with my right hand because it is my dominant hand.
Oh, I saw the one in the 3D dice.
That was for me to stuff.
Oh, I wondered
Oh.
why there was such a bonus to it.
Oh, you want me to do a persuasion or intimidation?
Yep.
Oh, they're gonna be the same. So I'll do persuasion, I guess.
Not bad.
Okay, 14. Yeah. Uh-huh. He and you are hiding, correct, Cash?
Yeah, I left around the corner and I'm now hiding them.
Okay. So he looks at the direction where you were speaking, but he turns to Ratch and Milika. Uh, he drops he let go of his crossbow on the table, and then he talks to you back to you. Look, I want no trouble, but I really can't do anything to help you in that matter. Do you even know who these sewers belong to? Who
No.
runs this place?
Well, that depending on who you ask, because the king would say they are his, and the cockroach king would say they are his, and the scourge would probably say they are his or theirs. There are being a lot of people. Plus, it is where all the poop goes, so the citizens would probably say they own it.
You make some very valid points. I admit that. But one of those answers is the only correct one. It is the court's territory. It doesn't matter how many cockroaches swim in these waters. Who actually knows them completely? It's
Is there a way to get passage from the Scourge from one place to the other?
No S, just Corch. Corch.
Scourge.
Right?
My
Corch.
apologies.
It's like porridge, but with the E, with the Corch.
it's like the the dog breed. Corgi.
It's a corgi.
Yeah. uh, well, it would be easier if you knew someone from the organization, huh? But I can't do it for you. I can't put my I can't put my hand on the fire for someone I just met. So unless you know anyone else, you have to fend off for yourselves.
Is this perhaps in a time where a proper negotiation of services would maybe make a difference?
Hmm? What type of negotiation do you have in mind?
Well, um, I am being the new to here, and as one scale to another, perhaps you are making the introduction for myself and my friends, and I am putting 30 gold coins on the table that maybe you would happen to put in your purse.
Uh, how much are we talking about? Because that really depends on how much.
Am I not saying 30 the correct way? Maybe I am trying to say 20. Like maybe I'm putting a stack of 20 on the tables?
20 or no. That's
Rich,
not a good offer.
there is all your money. But maybe
Well,
give him a piece of cake.
Cake's
but like
much more valuable
this
to cash.
this is my cake.
We
I
can
don't
make
I
more
like the
cake.
cake.
I know, but we can
We
get
can make
more
more
cake.
money too.
Yes, I know. But I will give you some here. I will give you a piece of my cake that is in my cup.
Okay.
Okay?
Perhaps this is a piece of cake to as Mr. Esquilta would say, sweeten the deal.
No, of course not. You dressed and talk like a noble, and he points to Melika. You know that isn't a good deal.
What, 20 gold pieces in a piece of cake? I think it is a very good deal for an introduction.
To go against the rules,
Oh,
to put
but I
my
don't know what the rules are about to introduce just to bring, because if you found somebody in the sewer that is not supposed to be there, aren't you supposed to report that? Because then you would just be doing your job, and then you would be in your, I'm assuming, your employer's favor then, yes?
well, technically yes,
Just
but
see, he doesn't need to know that we gave you the 20 gold coins and the piece of cake to actually make the introduction. Because I think if he found us later and we said that we met you, and then he would probably be more mad at you. Yes?
what if you are bluffing? What if you are
Well,
not
let
who
me
you
ask
say
you,
you are?
how many times do people come down here and ask for passage to go to the Scourge? I mean, Did the Shadakai elf that attacked us before? Did he ask for passage?
Shadowkai Elf. Who?
Yes.
You were attacked by
Yes.
a Shadowkai?
Yes. I'm assuming he was an assassin because he tried to kill us. So I don't know if that's important information that your boss would also appreciate to know that there is assassins running around down here.
Ah,
I'm just seeing points for you with your boss. Especially when you bring three of us in and without, looking like we had a struggle either. We can say you bluffed and huffed and got us here.
okay, okay, you convinced me. That's enough. I will take you to the hideout. But be warned. Once you know of the hideouts, you.
Buzz.
Huh?
You are buzzing.
Ah, okay. Let me disconnect real quick. Testing 1, 2, 3.
It's still there a little bit, but
What the hell?
It must be from the storm.
Yeah, possibly it's the
Oh,
only,
that's a possibility.
it's the only different thing that's happening right now.
I guess we'll have to deal with it then.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
No, that's a little better. You put
Okay.
yourself on an external
Yeah.
instead of on a headset.
Mm-hmm. Okay. If it's just a little bit better, then you can go on. And he warns you. Just, this is a warning. Once you know the secrets of the Corge, you are bound by those secrets. It's not that you have to become part of the guild, but they will remember you. You have to follow their rules.
yes. Yes. I think we understand that. We can be very forgetful at times when needed.
It is, as they would be saying, strictly business.
I was going to say swamp gas. We couldn't remember anything.
Swamp gas makes you not be remembering things?
The effects of the sewer in the different swamps and stuff, they can make you hallucinate and stuff.
How
So-
many swamps have you been to? Why are you always hanging out in swamps then?
I was looking for a friend like you, Reg.
Who would rescue me from all the swamps?
I'm feeling maybe that I should be insulted that you would assume that I would be in a swamp? But we are having that discussion later.
All right.
Well, but there is still one problem. I'm supposed to keep watch in here. So I shouldn't leave this place.
Well, how do you report if something comes through on the watch?
I send in a message
how do you send the message?
But it's not to the boss. It's someone else.
Well, send a message, tell the somebody else they have to come take your force so you can deliver us.
Yeah, I might just do that. Can you wait here for a little while?
Sure. How long is a little while? A few minutes? A few
Yeah,
hours?
no more than 10 minutes.
All right. I will open door and get cash. I will open the door and say, Cash, come back, please.
Okay. Wretch, I don't know if you are nearing this wall because you remember something different from
I
the.
do.
Yeah,
Yes.
I was about to say that. The last time you were here, there wasn't a wall where you are currently right now.
Okay. I wasn't sure if there wasn't a wall or if it had been like a secret door.
Yeah, that is actually that was a DM mistake with the shadows and the stuff of the wall, but I will implement it on the lore. That time there was no wall, but now it is. You do not know if they built up a wall and they made it look perfect, perfect, perfectly fitting with the rest of the room, or if you're misremembering it. But as you get closer to it, you can tell that it's. If you wouldn't, if you did not know it beforehand, you possibly would have no way of knowing something was done here. And you remember something else. There behind where this wall where uh, at the last time there was some sort of inventory, some sort of armory
Mm-hmm.
where a bunch of
Mhm.
stuff was kept. So
I am remembering that.
yeah.
Rich, what are you looking for?
Well, it has been a long time, but I believe the last time I was here, this wall was not, and there was the loot behind it. That is where the glow sword was found.
If I put my hand on the wall, like, does it push through or is it solid?
Okay, you can go ahead and roll an investigation check.
I will also roll investigation.
Okay.
21.
10. It is a wall.
Definitely. Melika, you probably have a little bit more knowledge of architectural studies. It's a little bit easier for you to tell how something was made to be deceiving. You find that there is a loose uh, square, a loose block, stone block in the middle of this wall that it reveals a mechanism. If you push it, you know that something will happen. Most likely, the secret way, the secret door will reveal itself.
I this block, it triggers something. I will use mage hand and push it.
Okay, you push it, Melika. You can see uh, that the wall, uh, this entire segment of the it's not that one. This entire segment of the wall loosens up and slides sideways, revealing access to this bountiful uh, yeah, armory that you see in front of you.
I think I found your sword, Wretch.
Oh, it was not my sword.
It doesn't look like the same sword, Wretch, but what you plundered from there, it was resupplied. Now remember me, none of you wear heavy armor, right?
I'm sorry, say that again?
None of you wear heavy armor, right? Or does
No.
Wretch wear it?
Technically, I have the skill to, but not the strength to.
Okay.
I just have studded leather.
Just clothes.
Okay. The most shining, the most magical looking item in this collection is a set of heavy armor. Uh, it does look like plate, but it looks even heavier than normal. It's black plate with some details in bright red. You do not you even uh, get confused if it's the material or if it's the magic that was enchanted onto the steel that grants its reddish hue. Melika, you are inside of the vault, right?
Just inside the door, yes.
Okay.
Alright. So it's not your sword? Then we can go.
Okay. Am you knowing how to be closing the wall?
I'm assuming to hit the wall again. When I back out, I will push the button for the brick again.
Okay. Okay.
Hear the rain in the background, actually.
Yeah.
I didn't hear you.
You guys can hear me?
No, I didn't hear Cash.
Okay. He said
I
he-
said that I could hear the rain in the background from.
Oh,
There you
yeah, it's that heavy. But anyways. So you are retreating then, Melika?
yes.
Okay. You can sense. It's almost like a gut feeling that the armor on the display, it feels like it's looking at you.
Let's see. I think it's good we didn't go in.
Why am that?
Because I feel like the armor is looking at me.
Daya has seen one of those paintings like that in the castle, where no matter where you go in the room, it is always looking at you.
It could be, but we don't want to make trouble either. If they are being nice to us, we don't want to give them reason to not be nice.
I am agreeing. The problem is going to be Cash. He always punches people.
It'll be
He's
okay.
always wearing the heavy metal.
It will be okay. We prefer it when he punches things. Because I don't want to punch anything.
You are not being wrong. So I guess we will sit at the table and be very quiet and wait for our friend to come back.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see if Melika will leave the room.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
Okay. You fix the wall. You wait for a few more minutes, and then your friend, uh, your friend Leynol, he comes back. Okay, all is ready.
All right.
Ready to meet the boss.
Sure.
Before we go, what do you know of the Gorge, or who runs it, if anything?
I don't know anything.
Really?
Just what you have told us.
That's a shame. My boss has a footing in all courts of the kingdom, or so he prides himself. If you do not know him, then probably someone else in your city knows him and talks to him behind your back.
Probably. But I am only just visiting this city now. I am not familiar with the city.
So, doesn't that concern you, my lady?
Concern me in which way?
That there is someone who you trust, who is make dealings behind your back.
Oh, I'm sorry. I know the royal courts. You trust no one.
No.
There's always somebody making some deal behind the scenes. That is the way of life, is it not?
Very wise, my lady. Well, we are about. I will introduce you to Cami de Leon, the guild master of the Courge. He not only leads our Dervinish sect of the guild, he is ruler in of all the brothers and sisters of the Courge. We all swear fealty to him, the same way you do to your kings. So, although I know you wouldn't betray your vows or something like that by swearing to him, Still, try to. I ask you all to try and be polite when you are dealing with someone such as himself.
Right?
Okay, let's go then.
Right?
And let's take a quick break, shall we?
Okay.
See if everything is already set and done, and then in 5 minutes or so we come back and see where it takes us.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Is everyone back?
Yep.
I'm here.
You know,
Okay. So, since we are all here, Leno, the lizard folk thief, begrudgingly left his post and guided you to the sewers. He did give you a word of advice and a warning about the dangers uh, that are entailing with dealing with such a high profile and dangerous, both as individual on the guildmaster and as the organization as a whole. But since you are about to go into it, he won't try to stop you in any way. So he guides you through, once again reminding you that nothing of this should be spoken of outside of the court's context. So you can't bring the localization of the hideout to any law enforcers or anything else. If the guild finds out about it, they will send someone after you. Not that there isn't one already, right?
Well, we don't know it's from the guild.
Yeah. He didn't recognize anyone with the description of the assassin you just fought, the Shadow guy. So if that's any indication. But anyways, you continue on through the tunnels of the sewers. I will put you in a different map now, as soon as I'm sure that the lighting and stuff is all well and good. Yeah, I believe so. Okay. He takes you there, and then Leno says, "Here, this is enough. When you find Kami, tell him it was Leno, the Watcher, who sent you here."
What was his name again?
The guildmaster is called Kami de Leon. If anyone knows where your bard is them.
Thank you again for your assistance.
And he leaves. And lets you go by yourselves.
I don't know if I stepped off the map or what. I tried to go forward.
Oh no, that was me. I think you bump it into.
Oh, no, I went backwards.
That's because you bumped into me, and I'm very strong.
Wretch, you can see from the shadows a person walking slowly and wistfully as it walks. It looks like it's aware of your presence because it stops here and says, well, well. Looks like there is a newcomer, a new bird on the nest.
Reg will straighten his back and walk up and present his arm and look at the person in the eye and say, "Hello, I am called Reg."
I know that. And you are Melika, and that one over there is Cash. You have all been noticed while finding your place amongst the nobility, haven't you?
We have been making very many friends.
And maybe
Um,
lots of friends.
you are having a name?
I do have a name actually, but it matters little right now.
It is been a pleasure to meet you. Matters little.
So, you have been sent here by who? The the captain of the guard? Maybe
Leon.
that pompous old lord that thinks he is the king?
No, it was Leon. I hope I'm saying it right. Lionel. Who sent us?
No, he showed you the way. But he never leaves the sewer, so he didn't go to the castle, to your guest rooms, convinced you to come all the way down here to find whatever it is that you're trying to find. So who sent you?
Okay. So, we are looking for someone. We are looking for a missing bard.
Ooh. So it was the
So,
king who sent you. Because someone kidnapped his Ghost Rider.
well, you seem to know more than I know at this point. So, I guess to cut to the chase, is he here and can we, and if he is, do we negotiate his ransom?
uh, oh, ransom, you say?
Well, what is it that you need for his release, if he even is here?
Well, that's not for me to say. He is here for a reason. if there wasn't, well, you know
I
how
think
it
you
all
already said
works.
that. Yes, so yes, he is here. So is his services needed by somebody else more importantly?
Look, we are not stupid. We know that the king would pay a hefty sum for all of this. For the poet, for the secrecy of the whole deal. But it's not just the gold that makes this world go round.
It has been the respect. Yes?
Well, you can make that assumption, or you can think about it a little bit longer and find your own conclusions. It matters not for us. But if that's all you're here for, you might as well take your leave. This is not a place for you.
Well, what about the other guards that were with him that also went missing? Are they also well, or have they been dispatched of?
Oh,
That have families?
is that you talking or the king? Did he
What
really?
does it matter? If the king sends me to do something and I ask because he knows that I am competent, why does it matter if I ask or the king asks? People are people. You talk about you wanting respect, but yet if you don't respect life of those around you, then what is the matter?
uh,
So is not
people
the life of the bard and the soldier the same?
people are people. That is right. But kings or the filthy rich aren't the same as us. But how could you know? That's why I wanted
I
to
know
know if
what.
it came from you or from him because I never heard of a king worry about his soldiers. Or as a matter of fact, even for a famous poet, if not for the need of one in a moment like this.
So so you are holding the king to a standard of wanting him to be a certain level of humanity. Now, I ask you this. Have you also factored in to his upbringing that he has had with his illness and him being semi-sheltered and not having the full extent of understanding life as you seem to, which you would not give us your name, but then you say that you have no power and it's not yours to say, but then you say a lot. So I'm confused. See, I know that with age you get more worldly. The king is young. He is just now getting to where his health and everything is he is going to become a more well-rounded person. He knows that people matter. Otherwise, how would I know that the guards are missing as well? So he did mention them. So yes, he did ask. And I'm asking for him. On not just his behalf, but the halves of their families. Do you have family? Yeah.
No, I will not answer that. Especially
Well,
to you, Lady Baroness.
I will ask again. Are the men well, or are they suffering the fate of the wrong boss?
Do you want to find out?
What, you throw me in dungeon too? Yes. Yes, we want to find out.
Okay. I'll show it. Come.
We would like to see Camille Delong. Report to him.
Come with me.
All right. Go on, Rich. Let's see how much trouble my mouth has got us into.
Did not shake it my hand. And the Gilda said that you are not to be doing business with someone who will not shake your hand. This is bad. Gilda is being why I am not dead.
Okay. Do we have a picture of the person we are speaking to?
Yep. Let me grab real quick. Where is it? Here.
Oh, it's a girl.
Yeah.
You could not tell?
No, not from the itty bitty picture.
That's no, but that was my girl voice.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Actually, before that, I forgot to ask from the start of this session. Um, did you guys took a short rest after that fight?
I think so because we went straight to.
Well, we did take a minute. Yeah, we just took a minute to like bandage ourselves up and such. So,
Okay, so you want to roll that, or are your character sheets ready after the short rest, or do you have to do something
I.e., are we prepared for a battle?
else? Yeah.
Alright. Let us take the short rest and then we are to be proceeding.
Before we continue.
yeah.
Okay, if everything is set and everyone is ready, if you were not sensing it before, it becomes a little bit clearer now. It feels like you are being led into a trap. You can see from this crevasse here in the wall that there are individuals coming out of it, aggressively holding their weapons, and this rogue right here, she turns around and she stares at you, and she laughs again with her uh, comedic personality, saying, "Well, it is not Kami who will be seeing you tonight. It will be us, the Venom Fangs. You better start praying, my lady, and her
Venom
subordinates."
Fang.
And they all have rolled their initiative, and you shall do too.
Sheet. Sheet.
Oh, nice.
Cash. It's time to get the limber feast going.
Melika Vavar,
All right.
if you weren't smelling the trap, now it's too late for it.
Yep. So how this doorway? How big is it?
Yes, it's just as you see it. It's 10 feet wide.
10 feet. All right. So my first action is I am going to I don't know if you can see that or if it's just me. Um, Across the doorway, I will cast web. So anybody
Mm,
behind it will
nice.
have to go through the web. So basically, for web, uh, it fills a 20-foot cube in that direction. So
I think if you click on your character sheet, it lets you.
I can't because it's a second level.
Mm.
Uh, I don't know. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
then you. Oh, because you're. No,
Oh,
but you're
right.
a
Yeah,
wizard
I'm
3, so you
higher.
should have.
It I know. It says it, and I can send you a screenshot. It just says second level, and that's all the further it goes down.
Okay. Let
Yeah.
remember me to double check that on before our next game,
Okay.
because now it would
Yeah.
take too long. But
Right.
it's 20
So
feet.
anybody trying to break through it needs a dex. Well, if I put it on somebody, it's a dexterity a save of 13. So,
It's something like this, right? 20 by 20, or it's larger, or
yeah.
it's smaller.
No, it's a 20-foot cube. So yeah. So it'd be all over it. Yeah.
Okay. Web. Let me double
Will you
check
place
that.
it there? Or I thought you said in the doorway.
Yeah, it's on the doorway, but it'd be a little bit more than the doorway.
More to which side? Towards you or towards
Yeah.
that there?
It basically, if think of me, like putting it over the doorway. Like if you turn the doorway on the side, it would cap it. So basically, I made a web door, but it would overhang.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So like there'd be a little bit on the floor and a little bit on the ceiling, depending on the ceilings are still 15 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I
Okay.
don't know if this is open all the way to the ceiling or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. It's difficult terrain. The first time a creature enters the web on a turn or starts its turn there, it must succeed on deck save. Have this restrained condition. A creature restrained by the web can take an action to make a strength athletics check against your spell save DC. If it succeeds, the webs are flammable. Any 5-foot cube of web exposed to fire burns away in one round, dealing 2d4 fire damage to any creature. Okay. So, the first one is this person here. It's a dex save.
Is there anything to hide behind in here?
Just way back there,
Okay,
behind the corner.
I gotcha. I guess I will stay where I am,
Yeah.
behind Red.
If I already skipped your turn, but you still have your movement.
Yep, it's okay.
Uh, okay. Is that all?
Yep, that's it.
Nice. So, what should I do? I rolled an 8 for the dex save, so that means it's a failure, right?
Yes. So he's stuck in it.
I think it's supposed to be one square smaller for the web because I think you have 5, but you have 4.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw a spell. So I'm restrained. Does a restrained creature have 0 movement? Is that what it is? Yeah, speed 0.
Yeah.
It can use an action to.
No, and if he's stuck in it, he'd be making a doorway. He'd be a door.
Yeah. Let me give vision to these guys because it's. Okay. They can see all of you. But a restrained creature has disadvantage on attack rolls. Okay, yeah, it's still a
The
something.
web,
Huh?
it's you have it set up as 25 right now. It should be 4 squares, not 5. So it's a 4x4. You have a 5x5, so it can help you out and make it smaller on your side.
Like this?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Okay. Melika,
Yes.
you are being targeted by a acid arrow, but it is used with disadvantage because the caster is restrained. Yeah, I don't think an 8 will hit you.
No.
On a miss, the arrow splashes the target with acid for half as much of the initial damage only. So only half of for the first 44, it's 13, half of that is 6. So you still take 6 points of damage, Melika, okay?
Alright.
as
Can I
per-
silvery barbs that?
But it's already the failure.
Alright.
It's the text of the spell. If I hit, it's full damage. If I fail, it's half of the initial damage.
Right.
Because the acid arrow splashes.
Right. Well, silvery barbs is a reaction. That's why I was wondering if I could just silvery barbs it
Yeah,
back.
but the silver barbs only makes the creature re-roll the attack. If I.
Oh, I
re-roll-
got you.
Yeah.
Plus,
Yeah.
Silvery Barbs is only for a success. This was a failure.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
just you're still
Gotcha.
getting splashed because that's the spell.
Yeah. Neither
Alright.
shield or anything would counter it.
Oh.
So
Okay, you did make points.
6 points of damage. You should go ahead and make a concentration check because your web is a concentration spell. A concentration is a constitution save.
Alright. go back to the right page.
Okay, you succeeded. Another one will try to resist your save. Oh, damn it. They are all stuck in the web so far. This one will aim for the funny looking kobold. Yeah, I can't use my bonus actions. So I'm just gonna go and roll with disadvantage. Why the hell not? Yeah, 14 won't hit Wretch, right?
Woohoo! Correct.
And speaking of him, Wretch, now it is your turn.
The web spell doesn't say anything about destroying it other than with fire, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So like shatter doing thunder damage shouldn't affect the web, but should affect the people inside it.
Correct.
I just want to make sure we're all seeing that the same way. And that's what we're going to do. S is for the shatter. Oof.
Nice. Oh my god.
So can't save for half.
Yeah. Okay. Half of that. Doable. Oof.
Nope, that one didn't get it.
Full damage on that. Hurt a little. And full damage here. Hurt a lot.
And actually, I am going to be using my channel divinity. Where did it goes? It is to be. That is what it is called. So I am, instead of doing 18, I am going to do 24 because I'm going to do max damage since it is thunder damage.
Oh no.
Oh yes!
Okay. So that's 6 extra damage, right?
Yes, correct. 3 for the Warforged.
So one of them fucking dies.
Yes.
The other one's still alive, and 3 for the Warforged.
Oh, the Thunder Worm protects. And then I am going to be moving.
What?
And then I am going to pull out my staff and be casting the shalalalalalalalala.
La 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 la.
Alright, that is it for me.
Okay. The bandit who was talking to you at first, she doesn't have any disadvantages whatsoever, and she can make 2 attacks. The first one, it's going to be on you, Wretch.
Uh-huh.
It looks like a failure.
Mm-hmm.
The second one on Melika, which is the
Too
closest
bad.
target. But instead of a bladed weapon, she uses her offhand to use a metallic weapon. Ooh, critical hit! Now you can go for silvery barbs if you want.
Yes. Silvery barbs.
Okay. Turn that crit into a. Ah, damn it. You have a 17 AC, what the hell? How it is so. Anyways. Okay, you managed to turn that into a failure. Cash, now it's up to you.
There's the guitar cash. Guitar. I'll duck as he jumps over me.
Yeah, I'll rush into her, and then as I'm rushing in, I'll use my
Elemental attunement.
element of attunement. There we go. Sorry.
Oh, she shot you with a pistol. That's what that was. Oh my god.
Yep.
What a bitch.
Yes.
Then I will do my first attack. I will turn it into fire. It will be fire damage. Not that. Attack or first attack. With 6. I will flurry of blows.
Flanking? I forget if we have flanking in this campaign.
I usually go with +2 to the attack instead of the normal
That's
advantage.
right. That's right. Thank you. I just...
So if that's a 13, that still doesn't hit.
That does.
Yeah. I'm gonna silver barbs it. No, just kidding.
That's the first attack.
Okay, for 7 damage. You hit.
I will attempt to grapple her at the same time. I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna actually hit. And I think it's a dex or strength save.
Dex or strength save. Dex. 16.
I think she will make it. My DC is 14.
Yeah.
She may
Not grappled.
not grapple. So I will do my second attack.
+21, okay. Let me see for how much I can. Yeah, okay, that will hit as well. Four points of damage. Does it have another grapple attempt, or it's just only once
No,
per
because
round?
it says you can use this benefit only once per turn.
Okay.
So unless I decide to do a grapple itself, but I decided to do a punch with a grapple. So do that first.
Okay.
So it's a punch, so I can't grapple.
So those are your 3 attacks for the round?
Yes.
Nice. Let's see if at least one of the henchmen are able to escape the webs. There's an 11 save for the web.
I think it was 13. Hang on. Let me pull it up. 13.
Yeah. So that's a no. The Warforged will try to 20 feet. He will try to throw a javelin at you, hopefully making you lose concentration, even though he has disadvantage. No. Oh my god, and I'm rolling terrible.
Woohoo!
Okay.
For DM bad luck.
At at the end of her turn, she puts. Remember that I said that she was whistling before? The
Yes.
the okay. She puts both her index and thumb on her mouth, and she makes a very particular whistle, uh, very loud and very particular sounding that you just can tell she's calling for backup, but you do not know what it is. Although you might know if you look on the artworks, but I don't know if it appears to you actually. You only see it when you see it.
Oh,
Yeah, that's much better. Melika, what do you do?
all right. So, waiting for this thing to stop saying that it's my turn. Oh, there it goes. All right. So, this guy right here, the near death guy, I have a question. So, if I do a spell, since I don't move, do I get another action? Like to shoot an arrow?
If it's not an action type of spell, yes.
All right. So,
But if the spell says it takes an action to cast, then that'll be your action. You won't
Yeah.
have a chance to shoot.
all right. Um, well, the spell that I was going to use was going to be Witch Bolt.
Just so
Yeah,
you know,
that's an
Yes.
action.
just you know, Witch Bolt does require concentration, so you can't have both
No.
two spells with concentration.
No, it's instantaneous.
To
Yeah.
maintain, you need concentration. It's a spell that requires concentration to have using it while using it.
Right, but in order to break the concentration, I would have to do another one. Right?
Yeah, but web is a concentration spell.
Right, but my Witch Bolt is a cantrip. It's instantaneous.
No, it's not a. You're probably thinking of a other spell.
No, it says cast at will, duration instantaneous.
Isn't it
Or
firebolt? Oh, firebolt.
Yeah, not fireball, firebolt.
No, I thought it
I thought you
was.
said Witch Bolt.
Yeah, witch bolt.
No.
I heard Witch
Oops.
Bolt.
I heard it as well.
Oh,
Sorry.
I did also.
All right.
Okay, it's firebolt. Firebolt is fine, but if you
Alright.
aim at the web, you're gonna set the web on fire.
Oh, that's true.
You will deal extra damage, but they will be no longer restrained. And this restrainment has worked wonders for this combat. I tell you.
Right. All right. So let me see. So then I could not shoot an arrow either and keep my concentration, correct?
No, you can. Shooting an
Oh,
arrow, you
okay.
can absolutely do and keep that concentration. No sweats.
Got you. All right. So that is what I will do. I am going to shoot an arrow at the near death guy. Oh, I'm sorry. I on the wrong one.
Mhm.
I was looking at my other page. Inventory, pictures, inventory. I like my other one better. The other one I had a 19. Does an 11 hit? Well, I get advantage, don't I?
Yes, on the restrained creatures you do get.
All right.
Another 11.
Yep.
Yep, you didn't land a hit.
All right. And with that, I'm just simply going to pull the ribbon out of my hair and drop it, casting the shield spell.
Yeah, the
That's
sh-
my magic item.
yeah, but the shield is a reaction. that you can
Oh.
choose to use whenever something would hit you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No,
I had it as an action, not a reaction.
don't worry. We are all
All right.
learning as we go along. There are
Yep.
plenty of things from the new rule set that I'm still getting used to as well. Okay,
All right.
so the mage is down. Uh, Instead of attacking with disadvantage, this person right here will try to uh, get let loose from the web. It can use an action to make an athletics check. Okay, athletics it is. Not my stronger side, but I will roll nicely. Does a 12 succeed on your spell save
No.
DC?
13.
Oh,
13.
god damn it. Okay. Since it's not restrained from acting, it will use a bonus action to drink a potion, restore some hit points.
I thought he was trapped in the thing.
Yeah, it can act. It's just that it can
Yeah,
move,
I know.
and it gets
Yeah.
disadvantage on everything.
Okay.
Okay, Wretch, from behind you, uh, you finally notice what is the backup that bandit called for with the whistle. From the waters of the sewers, a giant reptilian creature with a gaping maw arises and tries to attack you with its serrated teeth. Ah, you
Oh.
gotta be kidding me! What are those rolls?
Does it chip a tooth?
What the hell?
It
That
looks at
is
Rich
being
and
a
goes.
bad gator.
It looks at Rich and goes, It's one of my babies.
Yeah,
We
Can
are
I attack
too
it?"
much offense.
yeah. It thinks twice before attacking Wretch and misses the timing. But let's see about the second one.
Oh,
Who can try as well? Oh man, I didn't land a single thing. But okay. Wretch, what about you?
I have a question. Since I didn't move, can I move now?
Yeah, yeah, you can.
Seeing that, I'm gonna go up the wall.
Oh yeah, you can
Again.
do that.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
just imagine me like 10 feet higher on that wall.
Okay. Um, the first thing I guess I'm going to do is take a deep breath and let out a great roar. And then I'm going to attack the bad lady. And I'm going to try and hurt her very much. That should have been with advantage, and I don't know why it wasn't. So I will roll another d20.
There you go.
Yeah. For a total of where are my spells at? That's 6, so it's going to be 25 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. You're going to hit
And
the captain, right?
And I'm doing 7 damage. I'm sorry, and I'm doing that with booming blade. So if she tries to move away, she will take d8 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And that is all I can do.
Okay, let's try to do something. Maybe finally. When the crocodiles arose from the sewage water, uh, she was so happy. She thought that it would turn the tides on the fight, but then they missed both the attacks And then she says, "No, my babies. You have to think before you strike. Next time you're going to hit them. All right?" And then yeah, what can I do?
You could surrender.
I'm taking this to the end. Yeah, the first one on Wretch with a +2 from flanking. My god. Sweet mother of Jesus, what is going on? Second one on Cash.
Missed by one.
How come that the three of you have the same AC of 17?
Because we are very unoriginal.
Yes. And we are very, very in sync.
Like the band.
Well, yeah. But yeah, she will move even though that she would take some attacks of opportunity.
She's also going to take the D8 booming blade damage.
Oh yeah. How much is that? Did you already roll the booming?
Not yet. I just wanted to make sure we were on it.
Okay.
So 8.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a crap load of damage, but yeah. Cash and Wretch, you both have opportunity attacks if you still have your reactions to use.
Oh. Actually, she's still in my attack range, so
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not
she
there.
will she will move away. She will go here.
Oh,
It's
okay.
her final movement. She will step on the alligator.
She's gonna try, right?
Those are her pets, so she knows she can walk past.
Well, I'm gonna take my reaction to do an attack of opportunity, but instead of being an attack, I'm gonna attempt to since it's not a new turn, right?
Yeah.
It hasn't been a new turn. So instead of actually doing a attack, I will actually grapple her.
Oh no. Okay, so it's my choice of Dex or
Never mind. Sorry, it's not supposed to be. So it's DC 11? No, it can't be 11. It's too low. It's
It
supposed
could
to be.
it should be 13, 14 around this level.
It's 8 plus proficiency bonus plus my dex, so it's 8, 9, 10, 14. It's a DC 14.
14. Okay.
So she can do.
A 9 or higher. Oh, thank God.
So she's able to get away.
Okay, and then I am going to cast Booming Blade on her.
I don't think you can use a cantrip as a reaction.
I can because I have been having the Warcaster feat.
Okay. You have a feat for
Yes,
that.
lets you switch an attack to a spell as long as it's a one action.
Okay, I take the normal damage and I continue the movement, so I take even more thunder damage.
That is correct. Another 6, so total of 15 from me.
What a frame
She's
train.
Being a very bad lady.
She still hasn't spent her bonus action, so she will also pop up a potion real quick.
Very bad lady.
Okay. Now it's Cash's turn. What do you do? Hello? Guys, can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Uh-oh.
Ah, there you are.
Hello, yeah.
There we go.
I think my internet died because
Oh, you died? Okay, fight's over.
not me, the internet. Okay, my Foundry is refreshing, so wait a second. I even lost the connection to the live stream. That's how I knew it was happening. Okay, I'm back. So what did I miss? Whose turn it is? Is it Cash's? Hello? Guys?
We can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you not hear us?
Can you guys hear me? I can hear you now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's I spent a little moment of complete silence. That's why I thought it.
Okay.
Anyways, Cash, that's your turn, right?
So,
Yeah.
I have a 50-foot range. I will step to this point and I will attack her again with Flurry of Blows. So I'll do 3 attacks from range with fire damage.
An advantage.
Do you have advantage? Why would I have advantage? Oh,
I don't yell just for the hell of it.
Sorry. This will be my first attack.
That's a good
We'll roll the
attack.
advantage just in case I get crit. Takes 3 points of damage from the first attack.
Okay, so is that at range, 15 feet?
Yes.
Because of your
Yes.
elemental thing.
Elemental attunement. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
That's my first attack, and as I'm a bonus action, I will spend a spell point to do Flurry of Blows again, and I'll attack her twice again. With advantage.
There you go.
Takes 2 points of damage. Oh, I'm not rolling high.
Are you adding any dexterity or attributes
I
to
don't
this
think it
damage?
is. I don't think it is adding it. Why
Yeah?
is it not adding it? It's the actual just the roll itself. Yeah, it's not adding +4 to damage.
Yeah, that's
So
why
there should
it's
be an extra 8 on her.
Okay, so what is the correct damage for this round, for these instances?
Because
how-
it didn't add it. It didn't add it from before either.
Yeah.
If I scroll up, it did not add it.
Is it +4 your dex? Or yes, right?
Did add it. It did add it for the crit one. It did. Second attack that I did hit, it did not add it on the previous round. We'll just forgo that one. Yeah, it's +4 for every attack, every damage that I do.
Okay.
There should be
Already
another +8.
corrected it. It took an extra 8 points of damage.
This is my last attack for this flurry of blows. Did say it's with advantage.
There we go.
43, another 7 points of damage.
7. He is barely standing.
Boo.
She would stay with 1 hit point, but since you haven't done any dexterity damage from the previous rounds, I will say that you can knock her out with this attack. Okay. And if you want to do that, of course.
Yeah, she's not gonna die. We're gonna, unless her crocodiles decide to, seeing that their master is down for the count and she's been so mean to them that they're gonna attack her.
Or the blood sends him into a fit.
So yeah, I will. It will be non-deadly damage on the last punch to knock her out.
Okay.
And that will be my turn.
Okay, she is down while her henchmen are still trapped. Okay, this guy seems like he can succeed an athletics check. No problem. Yes, finally I can do something. It's still difficult terrain, so he can only move 3. He will end right here. And he's a Warforged. They are not common at all. But you, being all well-traveled mercenaries and adventurers, probably have already met one of these. He's not a robot, as we know from other works of fiction. He doesn't have a programming that he has to follow. He's more like a conscious creature that can take its own actions and judgments and act based on that. So, that being said, he understanding the situation, he looks around, he sees what probably was his boss unconscious on the floor, and he gets angry. You can hear the voice being a little metallic at first, not sure how best to put it, but being different. And he projects a blade from his arms, and Cash, you are his main target because you were the one who fell the captain. And he has a +2 from flanking with the crocodiles. That all being said, he angrily screams at you, calling you, "You murderous snake! I will avenge my chief." And he attacks. And keeping the theme of the encounter, I will roll pretty shittily on everything, but a 16 with a +2 from flanking, that looks like a hit. At least one before the fight ends.
I thought we all had an AC of 17.
Yeah, but it has a +2.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now you're deflecting attacks.
And And I deflect it, and I go, "Come on, silly robot, stop playing with us." And I will knock the blade away as I say that to him, just to taunt him.
Okay. Yeah. Melika, we go back to you. There are two
Alright.
humanoids still alive and two crocodiles still alive.
Yes. Alright. Each square is 15.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm sorry, each square is 5.
Yes. Correct.
Alright. And the ceiling is basically the same. So, since he's stuck, and the crocodiles did not leave the area, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will go ceiling here and between the two, and I will do burning hands
Ooh,
onto the crocodiles.
poor things.
And that means that she'll also get it, correct? Because she's on top of the crocodile.
She is down already.
Right.
Oh, I think if you're facing it straight down, then she won't get hit from it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oops.
You're on top of them in the ceiling, so you're facing it towards
Yeah.
them on the ground. Yeah, it won't hit her.
Yeah. So 9 points of damage.
Okay. Let me see what my crocodile dexterity looks like. Not very good. Very good. Okay, one of them took 9 points. It's badly injured. The other one takes half. It's injured. Okay, no, not afraid of spending those spell slots, I see.
When we need it, we need it.
Okay, is that all for now?
Yeah. Oh, and while I do this, I am going to start humming a tune, and I will give Cash Bardic Inspiration.
Nice.
That's my bonus action.
Let's see if this guy finally manages to set himself free, and I think he did, right? Because you're...
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, it's 13.
Finally, I got some other guy to
Yep.
work with. He will go behind the pipe, and I think he has cunning action. Yes, he does. So he will throw a crossbow bolt on Wretch.
The action would be to get free, right?
But he did
Yeah,
get
he
free.
did.
Oh yeah, he spent an action to do that so he can attack on the same turn. Forget that I rolled that.
Okay.
Let me even... How do I delete it? Never mind.
It was a miss anyways. We're all good.
Yeah. But I do have a bonus action to...
There is that.
To try to hide. And again, following the theme.
You just cover your eyes saying, I'm hit.
Yeah. Wretch, let's see if the crocodiles do anything to you.
No. Yep.
Nice, finally.
Ouchies.
Something.
30, 20.
And the other one is going to avenge his master on Cash. Oh nice, finally something connects. Wretch,
We
what do
are-
you do? You're out.
Okay. I am to being.
Oh wait,
Well,
hold on a
he's
second.
thinking I have
This
a
is a
quick
new
question.
round, right?
Yes.
Yeah. A reaction I can only do for
Oh.
myself, not when it's anybody else, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, the technical answer is it depends on the type of action, but it will say in the description what is the trigger to that reaction. But normally, 99% of the times, it's just on your turn.
All right.
So it was a new. This is a new turn, new round, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, then I'll deflect attack that bite.
She already did that when the Warforged attack you.
Yeah, but it's a new round
But
because the Warforge is at the end of the round. Oh, but it doesn't go
right,
through
which
the
is
start of my turn. Okay, my turn.
right,
Got it.
right. Now
Yeah.
you're on it.
Never mind.
All right, this is still looking not great, so I am going to roar again. And then I'm going to attack the bad gator with English la 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 and advantage. Um, oops, that's not what I want. No, stop. Okay,
Advantage.
and then
Press the little arrow up.
that should be with advantage. Does a 16 hit the gator?
Yes, it hits.
Okay.
And
For-
if it was the one that was badly injured, right?
Yep.
As you can now see, he is no longer amongst us. He was banished
Why would
to the far realms.
make me do this to my own kind? I don't know why.
He'll make
Okay.
me lunch.
That is it for me.
Okay, Cash, you're the next one to go.
Okay. So. Warforge seems to be a little bit more of a pain in the ass. So I will attack that. Actually, no. I'll attack the alligator first with just a single attack. Still fire damage. It's with advantage.
Mm-hmm.
25
Hits.
to hit. And it's still not adding my dex, so it takes 6 alligator.
Okay. The crocodile takes 6.
And then I will spend my bonus action on the Warforged.
Yeah, the thing is still alive. Is that alright for you?
Yeah.
Okay. A
There we go.
21. Let me see what. Oh, it's a natural.
No,
20.
it's a crit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is advantage.
I only saw a 21.
Deal a d6 of damage, so it's times 2, right?
Usually we do that. We rule that you roll it again. You roll twice the dice. Twice as nice.
Actually, it's gonna help out in this time.
Yeah.
It'll be 4 and the damage. Double
4
the
plus
that's
4.
double the dex
8.
damage, does it?
No, not the dex.
No.
Only the random
8.
numbers.
And I will attempt to grapple him. He needs to make it DC 14.
Yay!
He
14.
meets it. Yep, he meets it, so he's not grappled.
Okay. He will counterattack. Yeah. This will probably be the last round. Not because your guys are winning, but because they will probably give up after if they keep missing all the attacks.
After our display of incredible might.
Yeah. It's the aura.
No, Malika will take care of the last alligator for me, so. Oh, sorry, last crocodile.
Okay, Melika, your turn.
Alright. So I'm going to do a couple of feats here. The first thing that I am going to do is I am going to firebolt that last crocodile. Oh, I get it. We get advantage right now, right?
Yes, because I roared.
Okay. Yeah. There we go. Does a 17 hit?
Yeah, on the crocodile.
Alright. Awesome. And he got 1 point of damage.
Yeah. Just to make him rethink his life decisions.
Yep. Alright. So I'm going to flip off of the ceiling and grab her, the pirate, and I'm gonna put a dagger to her throat, and I say, "Everybody, pause! Could come out and give up, or I will kill her. She is not dead yet." And I'm gonna be behind her, but I'll be holding the dagger to her throat.
Nice.
If you value her life, you will put down your weapons and come out.
Nice. The first one to
Yeah.
go is
And that big being bad or persuasion.
Intimidation.
Yeah.
Thank you. I couldn't say it. It's been a long day.
Fair. Very fair.
Aluminum.
Aluminum.
We'll cast aluminum on him. I mean,
Yeah, your choice of intimidation or persuasion sounds about right.
Intimidation, persuasion. They're the same thing.
Normally they are.
How
Oh
about a nat
my
20?
god, yeah.
Yes.
The sneaky hand crossbow user who was hiding and trying to attack you from behind. He appears from behind the sewer pipe with his crossbow in hand, showing it to you with both his arms stretched as showing that he will not do anything else to attack you. And he even confirms that. Yes, yes. This is enough for me. I swear to by all gods, it wasn't anything I signed up for. Please let me
Come
go.
over here.
I'm
No,
going.
come over here. You're a part of this. Come. You're part of our group. Come.
Okay,
No
okay,
harm
just
will come to you. You come up here.
I'm going, but only if you promise to stop kicking my ass.
Yes. And how about you, Tin Man?
Okay. What about him? We will have to wait for his turn because
Alright.
the crocodile doesn't understand many
Right.
concepts of surrendering, but he understands missing his target That he understands completely. We have Wretch and Cash. The Tin Man hasn't said anything, but you can see that his combat stance shifted. He is pretty much considering surrender as his only plausible option. Are you going to wait to see what he does, or are you going to keep pressing the attack? What do you do?
Well, I I am going to be trying to hit the very bad crocodile because it is not having the good manners.
Oh yeah, or the crocodile.
Does a 17 hit?
Yes, for 6 points of damage, the thing
Flat. Bad
dies.
crocodile. And then I will be moving over here to try and encourage it to this being the surrender.
Perfect. And Cash.
I will hold my action to see if he surrenders. If not, if he decides to attack, I will retaliate. So that would be a reaction.
Perfect. So you hold your action, and on the Warforged's turn, he looks around, he weighs all his options, and he says, "You fought well. Better than anticipated. We have much more careful planning to do next time." And he withdraws his arm blade and raises his arm, surrendering
Alright.
the fight.
What next time? You're not gonna do anything anymore. You've given up. There's no next time.
There will always be a next time.
This one we may have to dismantle.
So, since he's making a threat, and I am really curious to find out if he's got any nuts, I will kick him.
You're gonna kick him in the nuts? Is that what you said?
Yeah. Can I do that? I'm curious. I don't know if a tin can has any. That's why.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
He doesn't move. He doesn't react to the pain as a human would, but you do hear his metallic voice going, "Ouch."
Okay. So there won't be a next time, right?
He turns to this direction here and stops. He doesn't even respond to that. And a few moments after the fight was over, you start hearing the sound of clapping hands.
What direction is it coming from?
Here.
Behind us.
Awesome
I-
display of power. It has been so long since I last saw a group with such raw potential.
Do we have a
You-
picture of the man?
Mhm.
Sorry.
You, my
Right.
friends, are a gold mine, if I ever saw one. You can see
Well,
a roguish type wearing leather armor, wearing a hat, and uh, talking and acting, speaking uh, with the language of the underbelly, with the language of the thieves' cant. But I don't know if that's what that was expected by any of you or not. It looks like that the great guild master of the most powerful organization of criminals. It's he belongs to one of the least threatening, the least intimidating species that you can think of. Cami de Leon, the guildmaster of the Corge, of all the segments and branches of this criminal organization, is a halfling.
Nice.
I will say. So he does introduce himself.
He doesn't need to. He doesn't need to say his name. He has the
Okay.
aura.
Okay, so he makes it clear.
Yeah.
Say, I do not know why we had to resort to this violence. Just to meet you.
Ah, this
Unless
wasn't.
you did not want her to live.
This wasn't.
Does it look
No.
like like his feet hair has been combed? Because I like it.
Yeah, you could say that.
That's awesome.
But he corrects you, Lady Vavara. He says, "No, that one wasn't planned by me. I just saw it happening, and as all things, I just try to let it happen, to see what would become of it. And it served well, as a demonstration of your talents. I have to say, at first you had my curiosity, but now you have my attention. What does the king's new lapdogs want from me?"
We came down looking for the missing bard. And she said you had him. And we're not letting him go.
Yeah.
And then I asked about the soldiers that were with him. Because they are just pawns in this. They were just doing their job to protect this person. They have families. If we cannot ransom the bard, then give us the soldiers. Let them return home.
You already come to a negotiation thinking that you're going to lose the argument? You already have a plan B? And you.
Negotiation is not a plan. Negotiation is I say one thing, you counter another of what you want, and then we come to a deal. That is a negotiation.
How do you know that's not exactly what I want?
What, a negotiation?
Yes.
Well, then let us sit down like civilized people and discuss it.
What am I if not civilized?
I can tell from your togetherness and your fashion style that you and we have things in common.
I think I think that as well.
Well, so we can let them down and they won't not attack again. Yes,
Mm. It would
we
become
have
a
agreement.
it would become a huge problem to let the poet go free right now after all that was done to him. Poor
I
guy.
can understand that. Excuse me. Let us pause for one thing. I talk about these people first. They we they know They don't come back on us, correct? We have safe passage from you. We let them live, yes?
You speaking of the
The dead pirate or the
uh,
the unconscious pirate chick.
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Bad imitation of Indiana Jones and the tin can with the
I,
dodo over there behind the pipe.
I I see that you're very thoughtful by keeping them alive.
If
Uh,
you don't need them or you have no use for them, they can be dispatched of.
I mean, they were the ones who attacked you at first, were they?
Yes.
So
But
that's
are they not valuable to you?
hmm. If they lost a fight in their own uh, on the very ground that they live on, while outnumbering their opponents, what value do you think they have to me? They were the ones who offended you by attacking first. You have all the right in the world to decide their fate. Just keep in mind, if you let them live, they will remember that, for good or for worse.
Okay. So, that being said, we'll grab the Tin Man, put him right
The-
in front of me, towards facing towards him. I'm gonna put him right in front of the square.
Let me do that for you. 1 second. Hmm? Where do you want him put?
And I am kick him on the back of the leg so he gets on his knees. He's not reacting. He's not attacking me, right? After I do that,
He's not attacking, but he is reacting. He doesn't say anything, but you feel as if he's trying to beg for mercy. But the other one, if someone looks at them, they will actually beg with words.
Wretch, keep an eye on the one back there. And I'm just gonna come up behind him and put him in a chokehold and just start squeezing.
Wow.
He's a robot. I'm not sure that he is having the breath.
I'm gonna whisper in the guy's ear. You're gonna die right now, right?
You're gonna die what?
You're gonna die right now, right? And I'm gonna jab him with my knee in the back of his,
Mm-hmm.
back of his on his back.
You can hear him say, "Do you want me to?"
Oh,
I'm gonna whisper,
Jesus.
you better die
Do
or
you?
he's gonna kill you.
Are we good? Or are you coming after us again? Because if you're coming after us again, we slit your throat. It's that simple. And I slit ours. Make up your mind, Tin Man.
I was just following orders.
All right, then. But now you can know that we spare her. So now we good. We will not hold this against her, and hopefully we look with mutual respect upon each other. Yes?
The other thief says, uh, he can't. Uh, he has no choice. He was doing what he was told to do. I can show
By the
you.
captain?
I can show you how she controls him. If you let us leave, you can have him.
Yes. Show us how she controls you.
If I show you, will you let me go?
Yes.
I swear I had nothing to do with that. She was behind it all along.
All right.
Okay. Uh, Kami interrupts this conversation by saying, "Well, Very touchy moment. But let's come back to the matter at hand. Uh, since this is a negotiation, what is that you want to that you offer in exchange for those lives? Let's start not with the jackpot here. Let's start with the guards. As far as I'm aware, there were 9 completely innocent lawmen that were just trying to do their job, and they were simply caught in the thick of it. What do you offer for their lives?
I don't offer anything. I ask what you want, I take it back. Yes. Unless I can handle it right here. What is it that you want?
Hmm. It was offered a hefty sum for the capturing of the poet. The guards were just collateral. The important part was that they could not ever, under any circumstance, speak of what they witnessed. That's why they are here. Just for the sake of, just for convenience. So they are not too valuable. But let's say that I want someone I can trust within the court. I will not ask you to steal anything or do something risky or even betray your friends. But if, for example, I ask you to befriend someone and get them really drunk the night before that someone has an important event to attend to, would you be willing to do that for me in exchange for
How many
9
times?
innocent lives?
How many times? Just once?
Just once. Just tonight.
Done.
Whoa. Hold on. Who's the target?
Is it done or is it hold on?
It-
You have to decide amongst
is-
yourselves.
Alright.
Who is the target?
Hang on. I guess I'm sorry. I speak for myself, but we are a group. I need to look fast. So, who's the target? And would I even have access to this person?
Ah, who doesn't you have access to? You are dining in the same room as the prince and everyone else. But I can't tell you who that is beforehand. I can only assure you it's not any of the higher targets per se.
So is it will we be interfering with the wedding?
Not the wedding,
Got it.
but something that will be a part of the celebration of the wedding, and it's kind of like a sports game. Let's put it at that. You will get one of the athletes drunk before the game so that he has a hangover the next day and possibly drops the ball.
See, I care nothing for sport. It's fine, Cash. It's fine. It's lives in a sport. Who cares about the sport?
No one will die, but
See,
and the only ones who will be losing money are the filthy rich who will not even feel it.
see, it's fine, Cash. We agree then? Are we good?
And you will be saving 9 human innocent lives.
I will walk away from the conversation. That's that's my decision.
Rich, what do you say? The lives for sport or what?
I am not being knowing what the sport is, so I am thinking lives is more important, although this sounds like one of them situations where there is making the moral decision could be hard,
Yes.
but I am okay with freeing the guards.
All right. All right.
Ah yes, the Naruto song.
So, yes.
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 Splendid. Ah, I love when a plan goes through. Okay, you have yourself a deal, my lady. And Sir Ratch, he goes near you and he extends his hand for you to shake as well, as Ratch normally does.
We are at that point. Hello, I am Khalid Wretch.
Hello, I am called Kami.
It has been a pleasure to meet you, Kami.
The pleasure is all mine.
You guys can actually look you guys each other in the eye.
Yeah.
I always look people in the eye when I introduce myself because I was told that is the polite thing to do. And it shows that you mean business and that you're very respectful.
All right. So now about the bard. What do you want for the bard?
The bard? Ah, oh. Uh, um, he can go. The rest of them can go with the guards. I already got what I wanted.
All right. So, so we have the bard and the guards.
Yeah, you have it all. Just
All right.
complete the task, and you don't even need to come back here. When
Above board, is the sporting event before the wedding?
mm, yeah, you would know that, right?
Yeah. If there's been like a kind of like the royal itinerary put out, like you would know when the Super Bowl is. You know what I mean? Kind of like games, wedding, blah blah
Mhm.
blah.
Yeah. Yeah. So you would know that the there is a few uh, sports celebration, but the main event, the traditional event that is held in every one of these royal celebrations is not a normal sport, you would say. It probably is considered in this point in time, but you know that is something much more bloodly. There is a tournament, a fighting tournament that is held in each of the 8 kingdoms uh, presents a champion that have to fight on their on behalf of their kingdom and search for in search of glory and honor, but you do not know exactly the details. It's possibly where if what Kami is sabotaging is the bets and people betting on this tournament, where certainly the most amount of gold is being put on. Probably this is his target is one of these.
Would I know if the bard was supposed to perform at that?
I don't think he is. I think the bard is totally under the radar. He's supposed to be totally
Okay.
under the radar
Yeah.
because the king
All
wants.
right.
So he's not supposed to
right.
be performing or doing anything. I believe.
So I
That's what
shall
they-
tell the. So we shall go back and tell the king that the night of the tournament, the bard will be returned.
He can go now, right? But that he said he can be with us now.
Hmm. Well, he. It's. I mean, he could go with you now.
He has a job to do for the king.
Yeah, but then. Well, how can I know that you will honor your word and complete the task?
You already know everything about me. You have your spies. What's um the other dude back here? Oops. Um, what is he? Is he human or what is he? This guy.
How do? You're asking in game or you're asking the DM?
Out of game.
Okay. No,
Yeah.
he's a human. The artwork is a little misleading.
All right.
Because it's a generic stat block for a spy, but
Okay.
this is the artwork from the monster manual.
Okay. So he can come with us and report back to you to make sure that I'm doing everything that I'm doing. If I'm not doing it, then he can make that known as well. I will say he's my butler, my new hired butler that comes with me.
You
Simple.
well, you already beat him once, so if you wanted to get rid of the
If I get rid of him, you have your other spies within the kingdom. You already know that. You already knew everything about us. So
yeah,
this is a moot point.
but the spies are they only serve to let you know of the things that happen. And I want to know, and I want, and this is a very short window of opportunity here. So
I understand that. But between mutual respect for each other, there has to come a level of trust with the agreement in which we made. Yes?
okay,
You've already seen that we are a people of honor, that
You-
we put word in our, we put stock in our word. I did not kill any of them after you said stop. Yes?
you're right.
Even when you've given us a choice. So,
Okay. You need the bard to write the king's vows, right?
Yes.
As you said, I have my spies everywhere. And you need to get the target drunk tonight. If I receive
I'm going to
word
need a bath.
that you succeeded during the feast, they will be all uh, freed during the night. And before you know, they will be all reaching the gates of the castle in freedom.
Yes. And if we bring the bard back with the office with the soldiers, the king will be more willing if I invite anybody with me to come to big festival to bring party. You see? We have the good libations, it's a celebration, all is well, blah blah blah. Everybody gets caught up in the mood.
Yeah, it's my final statement. They will not leave here until what I ask is made a fact.
Um,
Point.
Pardoning to be interrupting, but um, we are having no idea if you actually have these people. And I was always told it that if you are going to be making the deal, you should always be allowed to inspect the product before making their payment.
Hmm. Well, aren't you the most clever as always? Why wouldn't I allow you to see all your guards and all the other captives, right? Mr.
It would
Wretch?
be it would be most appreciative if we were to have seen them. Yes, please.
Be my guest. He points at this door.
I can't move my character. I'm under
Oh.
crocodiles.
They are all beaten and restrained.
Okay.
I will say. All right. Everybody is well. Nobody's like on the verge of dying.
Um, I am going to cast my good berry, and I am going to feed one to each of them.
Mm-hmm. Okay. They, although they are beaten, they don't look uh, on the verge of death. Uh, they look just like they are recuperating from a fight. You give your good berry, they eat it with some enthusiasm, as if it's been some time since they were fed. But other than that, they don't tell or say anything to you. Uh, only throws they only throw a look, a gaze of uh, that you can read help me in their eyes, but they don't speak it with words.
Okay. And as I feed them, as I put the berry in each of their mouths, and be like, it's okay. We're working on getting you free. Don't worry. Just be good. Just stay a little. This will make you feel a little better. This will keep off the hunger, so you're not having the quaky belly. This will help close the wounds. You will be okay. Do not be worrying.
Okay. All right. And is the bard in that room as well?
No.
All right. I will say. And the bard?
He's inside that other locked door. I cannot allow you to enter that. But haven't I already proven my point?
Oh, yes. We are just making sure that the bard is still alive, and maybe since you are keen on keeping the bard, perhaps he is to be having the sweet words on paper that we could take back, and as having proof that the bard is still alive and capable.
Yes. Now that I think I saw someone mention that he was already working hard on some pretty words on the way to the city. So I'm sure he's well prepared for that.
Yes.
But now that I proved myself to be a person of their word, I have to ask you to take haste, not falter
Yes.
with what I
But
need from
we
you.
need to go back with some kind of proof for the king to know. See? That's our issue. I understand what you are looking for. And but when we go back empty handed and say it's all going to be fine, the king he's not going to just believe us because he does not trust us as much as you trust us. He's all up in his feelings.
Yeah, I'm sure you will find a way around it. Good luck on that. Consider it another test of your skill.
Mm.
As I said, you could become a valuable asset.
All right. Well, if you will, are we still taking the human for the butler? I don't know his name.
Yeah.
All
Uh,
right.
they didn't have a name. I will give the captain's name because it's the name I have uh, already in place.
All right.
He's Angmar.
Egmar.
Yep.
All right. So we will take Egmar and let him he shows us the fastest way to the castle so we can get ready for tonight. And oh, who is your person? That's probably the last question I need, right?
Hmm.
Who is our drinking buddy for this evening?
Yes, it's all in this dossier right here. Their description, their habits, if you need to study what drinks they prefer, how the best way to approach them it is. Remember this, they have a big moment tomorrow. Normally they would not drink the night before. So you have to befriend them to convince them to drink.
I understand.
So take your sweet time to read through it all, just so you're prepared for this task.
Yes. All right.
I'm looking forward to work with you again.
Mm-hmm. Yes. we leave above board, what did Egmar tell us of how she controls everybody, the pirate captain?
Nothing. Just the. I mean, stop from telling us.
Yeah. No, but the one Angmar, who is the spy, he would tell you in exchange for his life. So, uh, since Kami hushes you um, from his hideout, uh, with him, you will have the time, all the time to learn how to control and how to.
All right. It's so here. The reason I was asking is if it was an object, I was going to gank it from the body, her
Mhm.
body,
Okay. Okay.
before we left. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I will ask Egmar as we're leaving. So how does she control you?
Yeah. I will give myself an additional week to think in a cool way, probably an item or an artifact.
Okay.
I'm sure
And
if the idea boils for a little while longer in my head, I will have
right.
a cool
All
method.
right. So when he tells me I'm just going to gank it off her body,
Yeah,
so basically that gives them their freedom, so to speak.
I'll consider if it is an item that you have grabbed it. If it is not, then you will learn what it is. But
Okay.
for now, I believe that's our game for tonight.
Sounds good. Good game, guys.
Yeah.